All right, I haven't done a video on how to repair a hollow rope chain in a long while. So let's do one. All right, first off, what we have is a broken chain here. It's a rope chain. Let me see if I can find, I don't see it. But basically these chains are just tubing. I'll get one cut apart here, a link, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, let me just run a cutoff disc through here. And I'm trying to show you something I probably won't be able to show you how hollow this is. You can kind of see it there, but like I said, it's just real thin wall tubing. There, you can kind of see it right there. Whatever. All right, anyhow, it's broken, so let's show you how we're going to do it. First, come in here and cut back a couple of links because they're all stretched out. All right, now, all right, that side's good. Let me get the other side. Do the same thing. You can see how boogered up it is. So let's come back in here and cut some of this bad stuff out of here. And don't worry, all this little pieces that I'm cutting will just fall on the floor and we'll just let the cleaning crew clean it up. Okay, so now, Anna, if you can get in here, let's see if I can lay this out. So now there's what my two ends look like, and that's where I want to start the process. So let's go from there. All right, for starters, I'm going to take a cutoff disc and I'm going to run it right through like that. Then I'm going to do it on the other side as well. All right, so I'm going to show you a little pro tip. I'm putting some flux on here that helps the solder flow, but when I heat that flux up, watch, it's going to start bubbling. See how it moves that chain? Because this chain is so light. Let's do it on the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm pre-bubbling my flux just to get that little movement out of the way. But now nothing's lined up, but that's no big deal. Let me let it cool a second. I'll show you what I do next. Now, I'm just going to roll it and just kind of break that flux up. Get it flexible again, because it's still there. Now, I'm going to take a Sharpie. Let me get my red Sharpie. I like it better today. And so what I'm going to do is paint with a Sharpie the ends that I cut. Because if I do this right, when I blend this together, you won't be able to see it. So now, give me a second to get ready to weave it. So now, I'm just going to try to weave this together. And what I'm trying to do, hang on. All right, see right here? That's where the two halves lined up. So now, I'm going to solder that right there. So let's get that set up. If I could give a brand new bench jeweler any advice in the world, what is the one habit I would tell you to get in? And that is to take your solder, when you're done with it, always put it in the same spot, because I just spent 5 minutes looking for this so I can solder that chain, and I literally just used it. So anyhow, if I could go back and do something over, I would get in that habit, but I'm too old to get in that habit now. So, all right, now let's solder. All right, here we go. And because this is tubing, it's so lightweight, it just wants to melt. Come on. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying. There it went. All right, now, the reason those tweezers are there, they are pointing exactly where I want it to be, because most of the Sharpie marks will burn off when you do the first side. But it's pretty easy to find the other side because it's opposite where I just soldered it. So now I'm just trying to get this solder to stick somewhere. There it went. Now, let's see if we can make those two go together. Hang on, give me a second to try again. All right, this time's gonna be the charm. Here we go. Got it. All right, now what we're gonna do is just slowly and very gently just kind of tap everything into place. There it went. All right, let's pickle it and clean it and polish it. All right, so as you can see, it's back together. A lot of times we can do these seamlessly. This one, it wasn't really possible. The repair's right in here somewhere. But remember how I had to cut the bad sections out of it? This chain is so light that when it got broken, it got pulled apart. And in order for me to make that more invisible, I'd probably have to cut a 2 or 3 inch section out of there just to get back to good chain. But like I say, for the most part, I think it's pretty good. She'll be happy. That's all that matters.